Do not adjust your streaming set. You are watching live here on Twitch. SCW Showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black, presenting you another rip-roaring Saturday afternoon of digital fighting here on Twitch. Thank you for joining us here every Saturday as the world permits. We run this on Twitch every Saturday, 12 p.m. noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, just to give you enough time to kind of enjoy life and everything. But thank you for joining me and my nonsense. If you're new to the show or new to the channel, we here is like this SCW stands for Syndicate Championship Wrestling. And again, this is a promotion I run with friends of creative wrestlers in a group, and we just like to get here, and I try my hardest not to shit post as I go through this. But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get down to the ring here. Today we have our opening contest, the Nightmare Connection of Landon Kelly and Alex Perez. At ringside is Kevin Youngblood. Will be facing in a tag team match some tag team newcomers we call the Core, and that's Crimson and Steel, coming here new in SCW. But this is going to be our opening contest, and Lord, if you've watched this before, you know that the game is a game and anything could happen, whether it be glitched or whether it be some other nonsense. But all in all, you will have a good match. So enough of my nonsense. Let's head down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 471 pounds, the Core.
And ladies and gentlemen, you see the Core here arriving in SCW for their first ever tag team match. This is a lovely independent wrestling tag team. Very popular. We're glad to have them here in SCW to show their stuff or either be cannon fodder for the Nightmare Connection. And here they come. And there's Kevin Youngblood, decked out in a new haircut and blonde streaks. Looks like he's coming fresh off his midlife crisis, but there are his commander-in-arms, Landon Kelly and Alex Perez. The Nightmare Connection, stroming down the
and
ring.
Your opponents, at a combined weight of 446 pounds, the Triangle of Terror.
The Triangle Terrors, they're calling themselves the Nightmare Connection, formed up with Landon Kelly to the right, Landon Kelly to the left, Alex Perez to the right, and in the center is the brains of the operation, Kevin Youngblood. These three men roam around in masks, messing up everything in SCW, but now they have unmasked themselves and now have sitting here ready to have their opening contest. And Kevin Youngblood states that they will be here to take over and restore order and balance back to SCW. And I gotta say, this is gonna be. I'm still in awe that these three were the ones behind these attacks that have been happening in SCW going forward, with just Stacks behind and then jumping J Omega and all these other ones. But now we're getting ready for their tag team contest. You see Landon Kelly starting off first along with Crimson. The ref has rung the bell, and here we go. Landon not even holding back, bringing it to Crimson here. All 6'5" of Crimson just felt all of that. But Landon showing his veteran presence and trying to take out the big man's legs. Now, these three have been going on in SCW, attacking the SCW wrestlers in the back, before matches, after matches. but now it seems like they're actually here to ready wrestle and not hide behind any mask. So I hope that they actually will get their comeuppance here. And we see a tag made by Crimson, and Steel's in the ring. Masked Man. Speaking of Masked Man, this man is actually very exciting. But Landon's not hearing about any of this. Ducks a clothesline. Landon with a clothesline of his own. Landon going up to the top. Landon with an elbow drop and he misses. But anyway, thank you again for joining here in SCW Showdown. You can catch us every Saturday here at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern here on Twitch. We try to do this every Saturday if life permits. And I want to say thank you all for tuning in. You see Landon Kelly going for the outside. Oh my God, backbreaker on the apron. As I hear, that is the hardest part of the ring. As you see Kevin Youngblood on the outside looking in. As Landon just doing work on the outside to Steel. And oh my gracious. But inverted four-leaf clover on the outside. Ref count is up at 3, but Landon's just going to take it. Ooh, thrown back in, and Landon gets back in the ring. Landon seems like he forgot something. He brings Steel back. He breaks the count, and the ref restarts. And Landon, what's he got planned here? What's Landon doing? Oh my God, gets the barricade. Landon Kelly just showing no remorse as he throws Steel back in the ring. Steel goes to make a tag. Tags in Crimson. But Landon is just running rough shot on the core here early on. But Landon finally makes a tag to Alex Perez. Perez now in the ring. Looks like he's let his hair down. What's this? Going for a submission move. Looks like the Tequila Sunrise. He's got it locked in. Well, Crimson tap. Steel's getting in the ring to break it up. He breaks it up with a kick. Alex Perez not having any of that. Taking it to Steel. Stomps on Crimson. We're showing the dominance here from the Nightmare Connection. Alex Perez is just taking it to Crimson early with a vicious knee strike. What's he got planned here? But anyway, we seen the Nightmare Connection. Oh! Miss springboard attack here. But anyway, we've seen the Nightmare Connection in the tag team match before, but these were when they were masked and they picked up a victory against J Omega and while pinning our SCW champion, JT Money. But obviously, those men were distracted by Kevin Youngblood in a gold mask. But they picked up that win via underhanded tactics, but now they're not hiding behind masks. They're just getting this tag match in. Looks like Crimson looking to get some tag team moves of its own. Looks like they're finally getting some offense in. Shoulder tackle from Steel and Crimson and Alex Perez. And Alex sitting there taking the brunt of it. And we got a pinfall here. 1. Kick out at 1. Sheesh. They got to do a little bit more than that. Well, again, we've seen the Nightmare Connection run roughshod of SCW. But now as masked, but now they're unmasked, looking to attack. But right now, Steel taking it to Alex Perez here. And Alex getting mixed up with the Hurricane Rana. Alex looks like he needs to make a tag. But looks like he's not going to get a chance to. As Crimson gets him back in the corner, but Alex fights that off, not having that again. Alex takes out Crimson's arm with a nice little takedown. Ladies and gentlemen, in our main event of the evening. What's this? Alex brings to the corner. Knee strike. My goodness. Could that be it? 1, 2. Kick out at 2.999. My goodness. I thought it was over. Alex with another springboard. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, our main event of the evening. will be for the television championship. And if we got a pinfall here, 1, 2, and Crimson breaks that up. Alex Perez goes straight after Crimson. But Landon Kelly not having any of that. Alex wants to get him some too. Leaving Steele on the outside looking in. And Steele just taking out Alex. Steele with the... Steele trying to get some offense in, but failing. What's Landon got prepared here? Backbreaker. Vicious backbreaker. Landon going to the top rope. Could be that coffin drop. From Landon Kelly, we got a pinfall here. 1, 2, 3. Your winners, the Nightmare Connection, picking up the victory. As Landon Kelly just goes for the coffin drop. Nice show from the core here, but they were no match for the Nightmare Connection. As the Nightmare Connection shows that they are trying to be a dominant force here in SCW. As we see that kick, that knee strike from Alex Perez, could be a new move here. Springboard, putting away Crimson early. And tag in, but ladies and gentlemen, we will have our main event. Lil Bill takes on James Lee in a steel cage for the television championship. I cannot wait for that main event. Later this evening. But we got a jam-packed show for you anyways. This is just...
Are your winners, the
and we see
Triangle of Terror.
Kevin Youngblood in the ring, proud of his team, putting together his win. As they celebrate, all three of them. And we see all three of them pose in the center of the ring as they pick up a victory this evening. And my God, I hope that this stuff doesn't continue, because the last thing we need is the Nightmare Connection having the stranglehold here in SCW. But let's get to our next match of the evening as we see Ray Rush taking on A-list Aiden Alexander here. And this is going to be a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Both these men have met before in a tag team setting, but now it will be a one-on-one competition as we see both men trying to solidify their position in the title picture. When it comes down to Ray Rush looking to go for that SCW title, and Aiden trying to go for that television title he was denied against James Lee. But we could have a new television champion this evening, and that will work out for Aiden. But let's head down to the ring now. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not used to watching this before and you hear no music, that is because we don't want to get copyright strike. As we see Ray Rush
making his way to the ring from Helsinki, Finland, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Viking, Ray
Rush, the self-proclaimed god of wrestling, making his return to SCW. And this man has known to put on some classics here in SCW, with my favorite match of his being against J Omega at Malice in Wonderland, which you can catch on our Twitch stream on a recap there just by going in our past videos. But now Ray Rush is not with the foolishness as he looks to take on Aiden Alexander. And this match has every potential to continue to be a classic of its own. And here we go. Aiden down at the entranceway. Ladies and gentlemen, getting in that position. It's the SCW tradition. When Aiden comes out, it is time for you to get in close, because he wants you to help him count. As he shows his proverbial flex. Here we go. Time to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 A-list abs from Aiden Alexander.
And his
And
opponent from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 219 pounds, Aiden Alexander.
Aiden Alexander been on a hell of a streak with the only losses he has picked up was against James Lee in a television title match. And now he's looking to climb that ladder to get back in that title contention, because not only will you be a television champion, if you defend that title 3 straight times in a row, you get an opportunity to cash in that opportunity to go up against the SCW champion himself and get a title shot at any point of your choosing. But both men are looking to get back in those good graces as Aiden's getting closer to his potential. You see the ref ringing the bell. Aiden getting closer to his potential to be the next person in line to get a title shot at our upcoming pay-per-view. Oh my God, what strength from Ray Rush, and Ray Rush is starting off hot. But like I was saying, our next pay-per-view coming up in 2 weeks will be SCW Civil War. You can catch that on Sunday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. 2 weeks from now. And that is a traditional like we have none other, as SCW Civil War has been a staple in SCW, like in our SCW pay-per-view lineup. But speaking of staples, it looks like Ray Rush is bringing that ass whooping to Aiden. And Aiden, I did not see this coming. I thought Aiden would be the one to come out here starting off hot, but Ray Rush is not having any of that. Ray Rush trying to climb back up the mountain. Oh my God, what a knee strike. And he goes for the pin. Aiden down, but Aiden kicks out at 1. You're going to have to do a lot more to Aiden to keep him down, as you saw when he took on Pharaoh, giving Pharaoh one of his first losses in SCW. And Aiden looked to switch up the momentum, taking the elbows to Ray Rush, taking the Ray Rush, putting the proverbial boots to him, and elbow strikes again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, you were watching SCW Saturday Showdown here on Twitch. We stream every Saturday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, as you're watching the Viking, the self-proclaimed wrestling god Ray Rush, take on Aiden Alexander. And Aiden, with a nice little kick, getting back in the ring, and the ref goes down to count 1. Kick out at 1. Both these competitors are just very great SCW wrestlers here. And Ray Rush goes for that knee strike one too many times, and Aiden saw it. Aiden going for the trilogy. He gets 1. He gets 2. Will it be a 3rd? And yes! The trilogy. He hits the trilogy. But it looks like he's not going for the pin. He's going for the all-out attack here. And Aiden showing off the high-flying moves himself. Aiden is pretty much taking the momentum and putting it in his own right. Aiden with a knee strike of his own. Aiden going for another knee strike. And now it's a pin. Will he get all of it? 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Aiden knows Aiden's shocked that Ray Rush kicked out of that onslaught. But Ray Rush is another tough SOB here in SCW. And Ray Rush with a block and a power bomb. My goodness. What's Ray Rush got planned here? Doesn't matter. Aiden's coming out with the chops and another knee strike. Aiden bringing out the strikes here, taking out the knee. Another springboard moonsault from the middle rope. And Aiden goes to the pinfall. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Aiden, again, can't believe it. Thought he put Ray Rush away. But Rush gets up. Rush with another block. Aiden showing his block with a reversal. Nice takedown. Aiden continuously putting on a show here. But Ray Rush not being denied anything with an attack of his own. Knee strike. Oh! Vicious knee strikes, man. Looks like that was Tyler's right hand. And Aiden Aiden out of it. Ray Rush could be setting up for Orton's last day. Can he hit Orton's last day? He gets all of it. Orton's last day. Will Aiden lose this match? 1, 2. Kick out at 2.999. Aiden kicking out of Orton's last day here. Ray Rush figuring out what he's got to do to keep Aiden down. Aiden, the takedown. Looks like Ray Rush could be cut. Looks like Ray Rush could be bleeding. Aiden at the top rope. Aiden, he's the hangover. Aiden going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Another kick out. Ray Rush is keeping the fight alive. The wrestling god is not dying. But Aiden doing what he can to get those end credits to rolling. But Ray Rush fighting back. Ray Rush fighting back. Looks like Aiden's in the corner. Ray Rush going for the knee strikes in the corner. My God, man. Like I figured these two would put on a hell of a match. What's Ray Rush doing? Ray Rush with another vicious knee strike. And I think that might have busted Aiden wide open. Springboard moonsault. These men are taking it to each other. My goodness. Another knee strike. And Ray Rush goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.999. These men are leaving it all in the ring. And what's this? Aiden setting up. Could he be going for the end credits? End credits. He hits it. Could that be it? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. 2.99 again. My goodness. Ray Rush kicks out. Aiden going for the trilogy. This movie has a sequel upon sequels, and he hits the trilogy. Could that be enough to put the wrestling god away? No, he looks like he's going for another end credits. That could be it. That is it. It's going 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Aiden Alexander, putting away Ray Rush as Aiden continues to have banger after banger of a match. And you have to believe this will be a statement victory for Aiden as he's looking to be the #1 contender for that television championship. And you gotta wonder if that's gonna be, you gotta wonder if he's gonna be the one to face whomever the television champion is at Civil War. My goodness, what a match. But you see Ray Rush heading to the back, not believing in himself. He knows what he's got to do to get there. And my goodness, what a match. What a match, man. You gotta feel something for Ray Rush because he gave Aiden everything he had. But Aiden showing that his brand of movie-style wrestling isn't one to be trifled with as he sent Ray Rush straight to DVD as he rolled those end credits. Not once, but twice. But let's head on to our next match of the evening as we have Pharaoh taking on Golden Joe West. And these men both need victories badly. As Joe West has picked up a victory last week up against, as we're considering now, it's Sebastian's hired muscle, his bodyguard, Harrison, coming out and having the match he was supposed to have in place of that. And Joe West picked that win up decisively. But on the Pharaoh, it looks like there's trouble in the periods because Pharaoh's actually has some beef with his protege, Isaac. But now it's not time for that. As you, ladies and gentlemen, as the screen goes gold, it's a sight to behold. Straight from the trailer park, it's Joe West. Look at him strutting his stuff. coming out of the 904, Golden Joe, hyping up the crowd, getting ready for his match against the Pharaoh.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 213 pounds, the Prodigy, Joe West.
Joe West coming out in the ring, making his way up. Can't wait to take on Pharaoh. And Pharaoh looking to get this victory, but it looks like Joe West has other things on his mind. But that is to put on a hell of a show in SCW against the Jesus champion, Pharaoh. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Sebastian comes out. What is going on? The mind game Sebastian is pulling up against Joe West. As Joe West was prepared to take on Pharaoh.
His opponent from West Hollywood, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, Hollywood.
As we see Sebastian come down the ring instead of Pharaoh. So are we getting our match that we supposed to get last week today? I am in a state of confusion. Because it looks like Sebastian isn't just playing mind games with Joe West. He's playing them with the whole SCW faithful. Shit, even me. Excuse my language. This was supposed to be a match now. Joe West taking those mind games. And I want to remind those to people who haven't been watching. Joe West has not beaten Sebastian in has not beaten Sebastian ever. He has not picked up a win against this man in this match, which I don't understand why Sebastian would even risk this, but I guess to put in those mind games against Joe West. And Sebastian, the Vibe God himself, continues to check Joe. And I don't understand what's going on, but I guess we're going to have a match. Only in SCW do you see weird shit like this. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. As Joe's taking it to Sebastian early. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, thank you for watching Syndicate Championship Wrestling, SCW Showdown here on Saturdays on Twitch. We are live at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you see Sebastian taking on Joe West. As these two rivals continue to have a match. What a DDT from Joe West. And Pharaoh was supposed to take on Joe West. And it seems that Pharaoh is not doing this. And Joe with the clothesline of his own to Sebastian. Sebastian, I guess, saying he's going to do the job himself and take out Joe. Seeing that Harrison couldn't do it last week. You see Sebastian with some vicious knee strikes against Joe. Looks like it's foot to face and face wash. Vicious face wash. My goodness. My goodness. But again, thank you guys for tuning in to watching SCW. As we see here, two bitter rivals going up against each other. As like I said before, Joe West has never defeated Sebastian in any case. But it looks like Joe is trying to be focused and take on Sebastian and win today. as Sebastian is taking these onslaught attacks from Joe. But Sebastian not having any of that. Sebastian with a reversal. Now, I will say this. The last time these two met, they put on a hell of a match. Probably stealing the show. But Joe West with a quick knee strike, trying to put momentum back in his corner. It's like Joe West trying to with an unorthodox face wrench here. Sebastian taking these attacks, but you got to wonder, with all the mind games, did he come to win? Sebastian with the cross kick, but these two, every time these two meet, they put on a hell of a show, but this was an impromptu meeting. And Sebastian looking to take out Joe. Joe hits him with the Catalina wine mixer. Catalina wine, what the hell? More mind games for Sebastian. Sebastian with the clothesline. My goodness. The mind games that Sebastian plays. Either you want to call him the vibe guy, but I'll tell you this, he's going to check your mental with all the games that he plays. And I thought Loki was the god of mischief. Looks like Sebastian's taking that title. And Sebastian just going. Sebastian just showing up and Joe just taunting in the ring. Sebastian putting him up against the ring ropes. Looks like Joe with a reversal. Joe going for a nice strike. It's Joe West with the leg strike here, trying to take out those legs of Sebastian. You know, he takes those legs out. He can't get any running speed to hit the clothesline from Mount Olympus. But Joe going for it looks like he was going for a submission. It's like Sebastian puts a block on it. What's Sebastian? Oh my God! What a hell of a lariat! Is that gonna put Joe away? 1, 2, kick out at 2. My goodness! Joe kicks out of that maneuver. But what is this? Submission hold from Sebastian. Sebastian's got Joe trying to take the air from the man. Joe tap. Looks like Joe just passed out. Writhing in pain. Sebastian just putting boots. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been told in my ear that, granted, this match has nothing to do with this announcement, that next week we will see Landon Kelly go up against Isaac Murphy. And while we get this vibe check from Sebastian. And Joe is out. Sebastian goes to the pinfall. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Sebastian knowing what he has to do to put Joe away. Sebastian stalking Joe. Joe gets up. What's Sebastian got planned here? Oh, tries to go for a European uppercut, but misses. Clothesline from Mount Olympus. My goodness. Sebastian getting Joe away from the ring ropes. Sebastian putting Joe away. 1, 2, 3. Sebastian puts Joe West away for the 4th time. For the 4th time in SCW history. And the former Grand Slam champion has met his match in the Vibe God. Sebastian putting Joe West away. Wow. My goodness. What Joe does not have any answers for Sebastian whatsoever. As you see, he got hit with the clothesline from Mount Olympus, and Joe is out. Joe is seeing the lights, as the kids say. And you see the ref go for the 1, 2, 3. And Sebastian putting away his longtime rivalry. Again, but I gotta say, was Joe West ready for this match? Or was he still having Pharaoh on the mind? But it seems that Sebastian continuing these mind games here against Golden Joe. And I gotta wonder what's going on for Golden Joe's head. What does he have to do to put Sebastian away? Because he won't be able to. I'm just saying, he's gonna put a thorn in his side, and for him to go capture the SCW championship if he cannot beat this one man. But speaking of one man and defeats, it is time for our main event of the evening. As we see the SCW championship, the SCW television championship, will be defended this evening as Lil Bill looks to take on the SCW television champion, James Lee. And my God, this match, a first in SCW since the rebirth, we are seeing this competed in a steel cage match. These two have had their differences, but now they will culminate it in the center of that ring with no interruptions. As you see, we're going to head down to the ring. Let's go.
The following contest is a steel cage match and is for the television championship.
And here comes Lil Bill, the wild, strong man himself, decked out in his finest attire. You know, ever since he started winning matches, his money started getting longer, so he updated his questionable attire for something else. And I gotta say, I like it. I am a fan of Lil Bill. He has captured the hearts of the SCW faithful. As you see, the wild man from the Badlands of North Carolina is looking to seal his fate and become champion here in SCW. As we see the champ coming down to the ring now. All nonchalant, not a care in the world. He states that he is the proverbial face of SCW, that the television championship holds more merit than the SCW title itself, held by JT Money, which James Lee states that the T in JT stands for in transitional, because it's only a matter of time before James Lee has his third victory of defending that SCW championship. And not only that, he will cash in his opportunity to become SCW world champion down the road. But right now, his main focus is to keep that television championship, because if he loses, he goes in the back of the line. And it's going to be very interesting, because if you tune in with us weeks ago, Lil Bill actually picked up a W against James Lee, but he wasn't given the SCW Television Championship. And we're going to get down to the ring right now for proper introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 159 pounds, the strong man, Lil Bill. And introducing the champion from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 244 pounds, he is the television champion, the Blueprint, James Lee.
This would be James Lee's second title defense, as our GM, Ian Jacobs, has thrown out that second match he had against Lil Bill as a no contest. But in our minds, in my headcanon, Lil Bill should be television champion today. But right now, no more excuses, as that belt will be defended here with as you see the cage being lowered down. Both men are going to be locked. The only way to win this match is by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. As you see Lil Bill taking it to James Lee early. James countering all that. Like I said, the wild man from the Badlands of North Carolina with a hurricanrana to James Lee. And another hurricanrana from Lil Bill, and Lil Bill starts to climbing. Would this match be over? Can this match be over? James Lee gets up. James Lee climbs the ladder, climbs the cage, himself. And what does he do? James Lee it looks like Lil Bill's trying to win this match early. And James, not having any of that, smashing Lil Bill's head into the steel cage. And Lil Bill, with a retort of his own, smashing James Lee's head and throwing him out. My goodness, can Lil Bill do it? Can Lil Bill win this? James Lee is out. Will Lil Bill finally capture what is own? James Lee is out. James Lee is out. My goodness, will this be a short reign? And it is. Lil Bill is your television champion. He was not denied. He was not denied. Oh my goodness. Again, the wild man's dream has been acknowledged as you see him climb out the ring early, getting out of here, being television champion.
Here's your winner and new television champion, the strongman, Lil Bill.
Lil Bill picks up the W against James Lee. And you cannot sit here and tell me that was out of nowhere. Lil Bill puts finally all the haters, all the doubters can now say that this man is your new television champion in a very quick, I can't even say it was an upset because it wasn't an upset. Lil Bill rightfully won the SCW championship, the SCW television championship weeks ago, but it was taken from him. And now he reclaims what was stolen from him, and James Lee is in the back of the line. But ladies and gentlemen, here is your new television champion, the wild strong man himself, Lil Bill. Thank you for tuning in. We will hope to see you next week here on another episode of Saturday Showdown. Y'all be good. We will see you next time. Thank you.